almost everyone is having sex. Now, I'm not referring to married people. I mean singles, including teenagers, are having sex even when they have no business doing it. In this piece, I'll provide with you reasons why sex has become the new cool. But the question here is it really cool? These days, when two potential lovers meet, they don't bother asking, have you had sex before? Instead, they focus on how many people you have had it with. I'm not here to comment on the acceptable or unacceptable nature of this, but I want to put a perspective to why people are jumping into the phenomenon even when they don't want to. For a lot of people, this stems from societal induced pressure. From the Nollywood movies to Hollywood movies that they are introduced to, it has been made clear that once you meet your partner and you seem interested in yourself, you should have sex. You hear words like, why haven't you had sex with him? As though it is a ritual that saves you from being heartbroken eventually. Society already laid the foundation, then went on to make it a quest. When you have done it, you have achieved a certain greatness, and when you can have it with a beautiful or handsome woman or man, you have won a jackpot. You now have bragging rights, and since you feed on their approval rating, you go on a wild chase of sex and eventually lose yourself in the process. This pressure is usually subtle, but it is a driving force for many people who need not have it but are having sex today. Also, there's the need to be loved. This is where we need to call a parents' meeting and help them understand that their children cannot feel love from them. They seek it in the arms of a man or a woman. Many young unmarried people would have remained celibate, but for the fact that sex was required to prove their love to their partners. Many of them who already lacks love are more than willing to give it just to be able to guarantee love from the other person. Sadly, sex has been equated with love, but we all know that this is nothing close to it. Sex will continue to be the new cool until young people learn to love themselves and get unconditional love from their parents and family. Sexual urge, on the other hand, is real. Starting from the first time you have sexual encounter, it becomes difficult to stay off it, especially with the one you desire. This urge is scientific, and the only language sexual emotion understand is caution. When you don't want to have sex, don't try to smell it by kissing, smooching, watching porn, or watching sexual scenes in movies and being in a lonely place with the one you have a connection with. You are simply throwing caution with the wind. When caution is gone, what happens is sex. If your answer is the latter, society will kill you. They will determine your man's dick size, your woman's sexual orientation. You will become a pervert and you will look back at your life many years later, that if you're lucky, and still won't be able to remember who you really are because you really lost yourself in the process.